Welcome to our Algebra Lesson 3. This part we will cover the type 1 about the keywords about solving an equation. Whenever you see solve the equation, this is the way you got to do to solve it. And if you cannot recognize these words, how to know whether a question is asking you to solve an equation? Very simple. There will be an equal sign in the middle. Okay, sometimes of course here will be a number 0. It's also an equation, which means that it must be equal something else, regardless whether it is 0 or not. It must be equal something else. Then it means that it asks you to solve an equation. So solving an equation is very important that the equal sign, it must be in the center. It cannot be at the side. That's something you must take note of. So if let's say after you know that, how are you going to solve this type of question? Okay, wherever you see a bracket, you must remove it. Removing of it, you must take note of the sign. Especially, what do I mean by that? Okay, let me show you. W square, you just copy down. Not to think too much, just copy down. This is a bracket. When you want to remove the bracket, you must take note of the sign. Negative times positive, it gives you negative. W times W, W square. Simple. Negative times negative, positive. W times 3, 3W. Same thing apply here. Positive times positive, positive. So you don't need to write. 12 times 1, 12. Plus 12W. Okay. Before you go on, you got to simplify first. How to simplify? Whichever you can combine, you combine. Okay. Example, these two. W square minus W square is 0, so you can cancel off. So it left 3W, 12 plus 12W. So you see, it's a simplified, getting lesser and lesser, shorter and shorter equation. Okay. So solving an equation, you must make sure that your equation is getting shorter and shorter, but not getting longer and longer. That is the way to guide yourself whether you are in the right path or in the wrong path. After this, what you need to do? Very simple. Try to make your alphabet on the left hand side. Okay? Try to make your alphabet on the left hand side. Without alphabet, right hand side. Okay? Left hand side must be alphabet. So you don't want this plus 12W. So you don't just bring it over and say it's negative. Why is it negative? Actually, they're talking about the keyword called neutralize. For plus, we'll use minus to neutralize. To neutralize, plus we'll use minus to neutralize. For minus, we'll use plus to neutralize. So to neutralize this plus 12W, you got to minus 12W to neutralize it. So plus 12W minus 12W will be 0. 12 plus 0. So equal sign means you got to balance. Here you minus 12W. Here you also must minus 12W to balance. This is actual meaning. Okay, it's not because it bring over. It's because it neutralize both sides. This is a balance. Neutralize both sides. Plus, use minus. 3 minus 12, you have negative 9W. Okay? So 9W will be equal to negative 12. So 9W equal to negative 12. So 1W, negative 12 over 9. Okay? To make sure you don't make any kind of mistake, it's better you do a cancellation, simplifying using small number first. 2 cannot, then followed by 3. Then you will get the answer negative 1 and 1/3. This is called solving an equation. You knowing how to neutralize and know how to balance. See that? So now I'm going to explain to you what it means by balance over here. Very simple. The equal sign means asking you to balance. Okay? plus, you will use minus to neutralize. And of course, times, you will use divide to neutralize. So what does balance mean? It means whichever you have done over here, you must do the same for the right hand side. Same thing. Okay, balance means whatever you do on left hand side, you must do the same on the right hand side. Neutralize means if you see plus, you neutralize with minus. If you see times, you use divide to neutralize. Same, if you see divide, you use times to neutralize. If you see minus, you use plus to neutralize. These are the two important things you need to know in order to solve an equation accurately and correctly and without any confusion at all. Okay, so if you really want to find out more about Philomax, you can attend our casual talk, or perhaps you can just register with us on every Saturday or Sunday from 10:30 AM till 4 PM. Hope to see you there. Thank you.